Hello, my name is Anne Tailford and I work in the Education Data Division at the Department for Education. I'm here to talk to you today about what data is required relating to early years pupils. This is one of a series of videos related to the school census and should be watched in conjunction with the others. This slide lists the topic areas I will be covering in the presentation. This slide provides guidance on whether early years children should be included on your school census return or the local authority early years return. As you will see from the slide, the key factor is whether the children are pupils of your school. If they are, then they must be recorded on the school census and you will not be required to complete an early years census return. Data collected via the spring census will be used by the department to determine the early years block of the dedicated schools grant allocation that the department provides to local authorities to fund their early years providers. Although not used centrally by the department for funding allocations, funded hours from the autumn and summer census may be used by local authorities for funding early education. Funded hours may only include the hours a pupil is in education provision, in accordance with the Department for Education's statutory guidance for local authorities on early education and childcare, and excludes any hours where the pupil is not receiving education or any additional hours which are funded by other means, for example, the parent. This slide shows the dates of birth of children for whom funded hours are required. If a child falls into the cohorts listed but is not in receipt of any funding via the free entitlement, then a value of 0 should be recorded for funded hours. Extended childcare hours are collected for a subset of the same pupils and schools, that is, pupils who were aged 3 or 4 as at the 31st of August, for whom funded hours are collected. The data item is collected for pupils aged 3 in all year groups and pupils aged 4 in year groups E1, E2, N1 or N2 who have working parents with a valid 30-hour code. Where a child is in receipt of extended childcare hours, the maximum funded hours allowable is 15. Schools must not include any hours funded under the universal entitlement for free early education, as this is recorded separately under funded hours. The 30-hour code is an 11-digit number that is required for pupils who claim extended childcare hours. As with the extended childcare hours field, it applies to pupils who are aged 3 in all year groups and pupils aged 4 in year groups E1, E2, N1 and N2. The code, once issued, remains fixed and refers to a single parent-child combination. Where a parent has 2 children, each child will have their own code. Hours at set-in are collected for the same pupils and schools for whom funded hours are collected. This information will allow the department to monitor the hours attended for maintained set-ins on the same basis as for private, voluntary and independent provision. The Disability Access Fund indicator records for eligible pupils aged 3 and 4 the receipt of this funding. 3 and 4-year-olds will be eligible for this if they meet the following criteria. The child is in receipt of Child Disability Living Allowance and the child receives free early education. Further information on the Disability Access Fund is available in the Early Years National Funding Formula Operational Guidance. The Spring School Census collects information on pupils who are in receipt of early years pupil premium. Children become eligible for early years pupil premium from the term following their 3rd birthday and retain this entitlement until they move from nursery, that is E1, E2, N1 and N2 year groups, into reception, when they become eligible for the school age pupil premium. Children will be eligible for early years pupil premium if they are receiving any hours of early education and meet the benefits related criteria equivalent to those for free school meals, or the pupil is in the care of a local authority in England or Wales, or they have left the care of a local authority in England or Wales through adoption, special guardianship or a child arrangement order. Pupils looked after by an authority in Northern Ireland, Scotland or overseas will not qualify for the early years pupil premium and must not be recorded as adopted from care on the school census return. This slide shows the code set for the early years pupil premium or early years pupil premium basis of eligibility. It is expected that pupils who are in receipt of early years pupil premium due to the benefit criteria will use the code RE. Pupils who are in receipt of early years pupil premium as they are either in care or have left care via adoption, etc., will use code RO. Pupils who are in care or have left care via adoption and also fit the benefit criteria will use code RB. This slide provides links which you may require before and during the collection. More information about how to submit your census data to us, including details about what data is collected for each termly census, can be found on the school census page. Please take some time to read these documents as they will help you fulfil your statutory requirements and successfully complete an accurate census return. In addition to the online documents, we also provide a data collection forum. The purpose of the forum is to provide a facility to allow customers to exchange ideas and good practice relating to specific data collections and related EDD systems. To gain access to this forum, please complete a service request form. The Data Collection Help Desk issues regular email bulletins before and during the data collection period. These bulletins provide important messages to help schools make a successful school census return, and so please ensure you read the information carefully. I do hope you found this presentation helpful. Thank you.